Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Santa Anita Park here on Friday. It is December the 30th, 2016. Gonna look at the stakes races on today's program, races 5 and 7. But before I get onto that, remember, please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections from racetracks across the world. Today's fifth race, the first race we'll be looking at on today's program from Santa Anita Park, is the 12th running of the Lucan Queen Stakes, per $75,000 for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. We have a field of 8 horses sprinting the 6.5 furlong distance here. And you have a very heavy favorite in the spot. That is going to be the 8 horse, who, if you're playing a multi race wager, I would single. The 8 horse, fantastic style, top pick for me. I'm going to go 8615. 8615. Number 8, fantastic style, 4 to 5. Rafael Bejarano on this Bob Baffert trained 4-year-old filly out of Harlan's Holiday. Last time out, has started since May 20th at Pimlico, 6 furlongs in the 100,000 Skip Hat Stakes. Horse finished third by 9 lengths as a 20 cents to the dollar favorite. This horse just was wide and just gave away. Something I noticed: the Bob Baffert trained horses at Pimlico this year weren't really firing, except Justin Squared. But this horse didn't fire. They took this horse to the sideline. I think she should do well today. Off a layoff, Bob Baffert has a pretty good record of 25%, and this horse has proved that she could run off the layoff also in past starts. But start before, this horse ran at Los Al 6.5 furlongs in the Grade 2 Great Lady M Stakes. Horse finished second by 1 1/4 lengths. This horse was a little bit wide that day. Had a tiny bit in the stretch, but I got taken over. It was a disappointing second place finish. But start before in the at San Diego 6 furlongs March 20th, and the first start since the following July. This horse ran in the previous July. This horse ran the Las Flores Stakes that day at Santa Anita. Horse won by 4 lengths. A field of 5 horses, best horse in the field, proved it. Won it easy. Like I said, that horse was running off a layoff that day. His start before that came low sound. The Great Lady M Stakes 2015. This horse won by 3.5 lengths. Really ran well, and then won the Angel Flight Stakes here at Santa Anita. This horse has only lost once here at Santa Anita. That was her first career start. Finished second by a little bit of weakening. I think this horse should run a good one here today. Like I said, multi-race wagers, please single this horse. So to recap my bets for race number 5 from Santa Anita, it's the Lucan Queen. Gonna go with the 8 horse. Gonna go 8615. 8615 in the super. So now let's get on to race number 7 from Santa Anita. 7th race is 21st running of the Eddie Logan Stakes, per $75,000. It's for 2-year-olds. Field of 10 2-year-olds traveling 1 mile on the turf course. 1 mile. The rail will be set at 20 feet from its true position. And my top pick in this spot will go to the 3 horse, number 3, who is Hootie. Gonna go 3265. 3265. I would probably use all 4 of these horses in my pick 4 tick, because it's a very difficult race. Number 3 top pick, Hootie, 5-1. Victor Espinosa is on this 2-year-old colt out of Candy Ride, trained by Mike McCarthy, this horses. But last time out, November 27th at Del Mar, 1 mile, and Cecil B. DeMille mile. This horse finished 5th by 3 lengths that day. This race was taken off the turf that day to the main track, and this horse was just off a bit slow, really wasn't into it at all. This horse was just under 5-2 that day. I think this is one of those. I think this was the kind of horse that, since it was taken off the, you always see horses bet into the ground where they shouldn't be. That race at Del Mar, this horse shouldn't have been bet into the ground unless it was on the turf. But since it was on the dirt, taken off the turf and run under dirt, this horse was bent to the ground and really did not show up. Didn't like the course. It was just not as going. I think back on turf today, this horse should do well. Candy Ride did run some nice races on the turf in his career. But start before, this horse ran October the 1st at San Anita, 1 mile in main special weight for $54,000. Horse won by half length, closing up incredibly well. It was wide, but just closed incredibly well. If this horse could run back to that race today, I think this horse has it in the bag. It has a local workout in the past week. That was on Sunday at San Anita, Christmas Day. San Anita workout, 4 furlongs, 47-3. The handling, the 11th best workout, 29 that day. I think this horse could run a good one here at 5-1. So to recap my bets for race number 7 from Santa Anita Park, it's 21st Eddie Logan. I'm gonna go with the 3 horse Hootie. I'm gonna go 3265. 3265. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck.